Jai Jagannath. This episode is dedicated to the multi-dimensional gift of nature as to who he is. I would like to say he was an irrepressible child, a terrible killer of demons, an enchanting flute player, a graceful dancer, an irresistible lover, a valiant warrior, a ruthless vanquisher of his opponents, a deliverer of Dharma, an astute statesman and a kingmaker, a yogi of the highest order, and a gentleman par excellence who left a broken heart in every human hope. No other human being ever get to be placed in so much of complex situations as he Krishna was placed. In all such variety of situations that he went through, and in most of the extreme situations that he was faced with, the clarity of vision that he exhibited, the certainty about his ability to discern as to what is true and what is not true, and the feeling of safety that people experience around him, they began to find in him a god-like quality, and as if a lifeguard is present all over, providing safety and security all the way. Therefore, they proceeded to declare him as the complete incarnation, avatar of the divine, and proceeded to proclaim him as the incarnation of God in human form. It is under this identification that people got attached to him. The entire cultural ethos of our religion evolved. Here I would like to give the esoteric meaning of Krishna's Leela at Vrindavan. Krishna lived at Vrindavan for 5 years, that is from 16 to 21 years of age. Thereafter, upon being instructed by his teacher Sandipani, he proceeded to Mathura and Hastinapur for some other noble wars. Before he left Vrindavan, he handed over the flute to Sri Radha as a gift, and thereafter neither he blew or played the flute again, nor he returned to Vrindavan again. Leela means the path to playfulness. We need to do all our work playfully so that we can have better achievements. Leela doesn't mean just dancing with somebody. Leela means we need to dance with our life. We need to dance with our death. We need to dance with our friends. We need to dance with our fools. We need to dance with the last days of our death with a heart full of love and joyful mind. This is Leela. Whatever will be presented here is just a minuscule about this unexplainable personality. Even Veda failed to visualize properly this mystic of nature and finally concluded, Neti Neti is neither this nor that, it is something else. Rishi Vyasa, after writing the gigantic epic Mahabharata, was not satisfied about what he wrote regarding Krishna and proceeded to write Srimad Bhagavatam, where in one verse he has described Sri Krishna saying, Madbhayat bhati bhatoyam suryastapati madbhayat varsata indra dahak agnir mrityushcharati madbhayat. Krishna is saying, out of my fear, the wind god is providing wind. The sun is burning and providing energy. The rain god is raining and providing sustenance to the animal worlds, and the death god Yama is doing his work of taking lives of this world and maintaining equilibrium in the society. From this ocean of knowledge flowed Srimad Bhagavad Gita, wherein the theories of action, wisdom, meditation and devotion, as well as the concepts of God, soul, nature and time are well explained, which is of immense help to the human society as a whole. Most of us are well aware of the fact that whatever we consider as divine, as a source of creation, must be eternal. But the creation itself is not eternal. It comes and goes, as is the case with our body. The body is mortal, but the soul is immortal. Once the body is disintegrated beyond repair, the soul at once hops down onto another body. It is in this context Krishna is saying to Arjun, your concern is on the physical surface of human existentiality. In case people are living and enjoying their life and not disturbing others, then it's all right. But in case, if you are determined, wherever you are put, you are going to create miseries out of it, anger, violence, hatred out of it, then this physical needs to be obliterated. But the deeper dimension here is that those who are standing in front of you cannot be killed. They were always there and they will also be there in future. So is also true with you. This has been given by Krishna in verse 12 of chapter 2, which runs, Natvevaham jatu nasham natvam neme janadipaha nachaiva nam bhavishyama Sharbe vayamataha param. Never there was a time when I was not there, nor all of you. At present we are existing all, and in future will also exist. Now in the physical surface of reality, action is required. Destruction is the need of the hour. Yes, it's true that we cannot obliterate their lives, but we can at best put an end to the bodies, to the physicals of this life. They are all cracked up now, so no point in further wrangling with them. Anyhow, they will be reshaped in future. So don't lament Arjun, just shoot at them. Shoot. Can you see the difference on the approach of the same man? When he was in his earlier life, he was pained and hot. When he saw people in pain, he laughed and cried with people. Even in order to protect people, he risked his life and jumped to the Yamuna in order to kill a dangerous big black cobra. But here he is advising Arjun to massacre millions of people with a smile on his face. It is because there he was a human being amongst other human beings. But here he appears as the ultimate nature, as a divine possibility. There he was concerned with the physicals of the people because he was also a physical at that time. But now he is having a better goal of preservation of Dharma, which he says in chapter 4 in verse 7, which runs, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir-bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham. When there is decline in religion and predominance of irreligion, I will manifest myself to do what? In verse 8 runs, Paritranayo sadhunam vinasaya cha dushkutam dharma sattapanarthaya shambhavami yuge yuge. In order to protect good people and in order to annihilate bad people and lead to the establishment of Dharma and preserve ages after ages. But you cannot emulate Krishna and propagate violence by saying Krishna says all these things. When Krishna says all these things, he is a ultimate nature and a divine possibility, and his arguments are genuine and true. But in case you propagate violence, then you are against the rule of the rule of the law of the state. Therefore, you can neither kill nor be killed. In case it is told by Krishna, then it is genuine and true. But in case you go on parroting these words, then this is utter falsehood, because you are not Krishna, you are not beyond materials and things, you are not beyond pain and sufferings, you are not beyond life and death. People saw in his darkness blueness of his energy as a source and called him blue. Anything that is beyond our perception tends to be blue, whether it is ocean or the sky. Anything that is larger than our perception in the ordinary sense of the term is blue, because it is the basis for all inclusiveness. we have already seen the inclusiveness of Krishna while he dealt with the people as a human beings. But the other part of his inclusiveness is shown when he gave to Arjun the most inspiring verse in chapter 11, when he was manifested into his universal form and showed Vishwarup, which was cosmic and infinite, which encompasses all the times. And before this inconceivable potency, the beauty was terrifying, wherein Arjun saw that all the celestial beings bowing down. Various people have given their views, perception, the way they have seen, experienced, understood Krishna. Duryodhana, an insecure, greedy, angry, violent, wrong-filled all his life, he, because of his series of misjudgments, became the key to the destruction of his entire race. In the eyes of Duryodhana, he is a smiling rogue who can eat, who can drink, who can sing, who can dance, who can make love, who can fight, who can gossip with old women and play with children, who says he is God. This is Duryodhana's perception. Shakuni, the very embodiment of deception and cunning. Let us accept that he is God. So what? What a God can do? At best, he can favor his own devotees who please him. He may be God. I don't like him. Shakuni's view. Radhe, his childhood lover, because of her unfaltering love and devotion, became so close to Krishna that people began to chant Radhe Krishna. In the view of this simple milkmaid woman of the village, Krishna is always with me. Wherever he is, whoever he is with, he is always with me. Vayantaya, the young, strong, stout, eldest son of Garu chief of Gamantak, became suddenly crippled out of an ailment. When he met Krishna, Krishna made him walk. He shouted, "He's God, he's God, he's God." Akrura, a wise and saintly man, perceived Sri Krishna. "When I see this strange young boy, I see the sun, the moon, the 7 stars whirling around him. When he speaks, he sounds like the voice of the eternal. He is the hope, if there is hope in this world, the only hope." What's our perception about our Lord Jagannath at Puri, the 9th incarnation? Jagannath doesn't give any direct hope to anybody, but the very presence of Jagannath on the Ratnamedi, with both the hands stretched forward and with looking into the universe with his unclosed eyes 24/7, the bridge of hope touches the entire humanity. See Sri Ram, the 7th incarnation, Sri Krishna, the 8th incarnation, and Jagannath, the 9th incarnation. All of them are connoisseurs of love. Thanking all. Jai Jagannath.